Dear Guruji, in what way can a spiritual name be helpful? Many times people talk about spiritual name and real name. What is the meaning of having a spiritual name?
It's a beautiful question. The spiritual realm, it's very common to change name, to have a new name, spiritual name. In a way, liberation is liberation from the past. When you liberate from the past, you recognize the whole past is one package, good or bad. Not necessarily past need to be bad, but also good thing. And when you reborn, you have to give a new name to this new person. Normally, from the very childhood, we hear our name, we respond in certain way. The sound, the vibrations, everything is counted. You respond. Whenever people call you, responding. With this name, very much. Part of your, the sound also part of your identity. When you deassociate, when you separate yourself, take distance from the past, you also want to re-identify yourself from the past, the new identity. So you give a new name to this new identity. I am free from all kind of identities. If you say, this become your new identity. That your identity is one who free from all the identity. So always you are identifying yourself somehow. But what is important is not only changing the name, unless you change the pattern, it makes no sense. You can have a present name as a European name, Martina. Then you change from this Martina to Maya, Devi. And you are so happy. What is your name now? My name is Maya Devi. I am not Martina anymore, Maya Devi. Martina used to sleep every day until 10 o'clock and drink coffee and keep the house little mess, for example. Now this Martina become Maya Devi, going back from India to Berlin and telling to her parents, I am not Martina anymore. From now on, I am Maya Devi. Yes. Yesterday morning, only whether you are Martina or Maya Devi become visible. Because when you sleep until 10 o'clock and drink coffee, keep your room mess again, your parents are not going to recognize that is something you evolved to further. Do you understand? So they slowly, this Maya Devi also become other name of the same Martina. It makes no sense. It's not changing the name. Unless you change the pattern of life, make no sense. You can find a new name, but the new name to the new pattern. The old name belongs to the old pattern. Then this getting a spiritual name is very beautiful, because you are de-identifying yourself from your past habits, past suffering, past patterns. Then you are evolving further, and you are naming this new evolvement with a new name. That is perfectly beautiful. You understand? So, name changing itself is not important, but changing the pattern is important. And if you want to give a new name, it's absolutely beautiful. And also, the parents gives the name understanding. When you grow, you come to know about you little better, what you are moving towards, what you want to express through you. So you may find such expressions as a name to yourself. Another one is spiritual name and normal name. Here's what the whole problem also comes. Meet people and they say, what is your name? My spiritual name or my normal name? Why don't we keep it at one life? Why don't we make our spiritual life as a normal life? Because many people also hide their spirituality. They don't tell which guru they go, which ashram they learn from, which tradition they learn. They keep it like a secret. That makes no sense. You create one more. We are already living in many dualism. We don't dance, we don't sing, we don't meditate. We keep everything is separate, compartmentalized. In the life also we separate this. Even in the body also, we are not male, female together. We also separate. You as a female or male, a very clear separation. We are not whole there either. Then hide one part from other part. On the top of that, we create one more compartment called spiritual me and non-spiritual me. This is normal life. This is spiritual life. If you believe spirituality is good, why don't you make that as your normal life? The issue is, in the name of spirituality, we make so many exotic things. Doing yoga is spiritual. Doing meditation is spiritual. Chanting mantra is spiritual. Doing ritual is spiritual. And singing in unknown languages is spiritual. So many exotic things is spiritual. Maybe all the way from New Zealand or from Mayan culture or from somewhere, Africa, some tribes, or some practices from remote East. All these things we call it as a spiritual practice. And here's what the problem comes. We brought a lot of exoticness in our spirituality, which is not grounded in a reality. For me, the relationship between you and your mother is a spiritual. You and your father is spiritual. You and your neighbor is spiritual. You and your land which you are standing on, this relationship is spiritual. Spirituality needs to be naturalized, need to be localized. We borrow so many things from far distant places. We take just one part. We don't pick the whole part. We pick one part. Reductionism. One part from here, one part from here. Then we make it. We're trying to make a new soup out of it. So these exotic practices, we call it, my spiritual practices, some secret practices, which is totally different from the neighbor. Swimming in the Rhine river, it's a Rhine, no, in Germany. You may not call it spiritual, but you come all the way to India or some other country to swim in some other river, you claim as spiritual. Because if you tell to your neighbor, I'm spiritual. Why? Because I was swimming every day in the Rhine river. He is not going to recognize. Your ego will not glorify. It cannot be. Do you understand? Because so what? You swim Rhine river but you have to have this exotic story. I've been to this mountain, this holy mountain. There's a secret river. There I was swimming and. So we created all this exoticness in our spirituality. That's why we are keep on searching. We are not finding it. We have to find where we lost, not where things are littered. Isn't it? So, keeping the normal name, spiritual name, normal life, spiritual life. This is a new compartmentalism. Make your life spiritual. The way you speak authentically, truthfully, lovingly, kindly, is become spiritual. There's no need to chant some god and goddess's name every time when you speak to make me exotic. That I become exotic, not necessarily spiritual. Isn't it? Whenever I meet you, I don't ask you, how are you? I speak in Tamil. Or chant some god and goddesses' names. It sounds good, something different. Is it wrong? It is not wrong. We are not talking about right or wrong. I am asking you to, whatever you believe in, don't deny that belief. Don't hide it. Make it as your reality. Otherwise, some friends knows, some friends don't know this part of you at all. You yourself hide inside of you. So in a way you are living in a doubt. If you believe in something, sing about it, praise about it, dance about it, write a poetry about it, and live in it, and celebrate it. Make it as your one single reality. Otherwise, you will be traveling, trying to travel in two different boats at the same time. One is hidden from other boat, isn't it? This is spiritual means secret life. People write books, and they used to go to ashrams and learn from different masters. But when they write book, they never mentioned all those things. They mention only the university they are educated, the colleges they have been. It's all kind of unconscious ego games. Whatever you believe, live in it. Make it as your reality. Otherwise, my spiritual name, my normal name, my working name, my relationship name, we can have a different name for everything. So, is it good to have a spiritual name? It's good to have a spiritual life. Not by changing the name, you are not going to be spiritual. By naming you with the Indian goddess, suddenly you are not going to become goddess. Isn't it? The Indian will be interesting to have a European goddess and god's name, and the Westerners will be very happy to have a Eastern god and goddess name, isn't it? It is our reality. Huh? In the West, they used to ask me, "Can you give me a Tamil name or Sanskrit name, Guruji?" Because they learned. It's all very spiritual. And in the East, sometimes they ask me, "Can you give a Western name?" Because for them, that is something exotic. It is interesting. So, it's better to not to make your spiritual practices or spiritual life is too exotic, too secret, or something too, distant. Bring it closer to your skin, to your eyes, to your ears, whatever you touch. Sankalpa, the way you approach it, their attitude towards that. Whatever we do, there's an approach. You go to a stone, you can step on that stone, it's become one more stone. But if you worship that stone become your healing god. Or the same stone can be used to build your house. Same stone. No matter which mountain it comes from. If you believe in divine, believe in divine creation, everything is divine. Not one particular mountain is divine, other mountain is not divine. Particular building is divine, other building is not divine. A particular tree is divine, other trees are not that divine. If so, we have to question the God itself, who created all this drama. If so-called divine is pure, that divine can create only pure. If some trees are not pure, then creator itself is not pure. If one river is not a holy river, then who created that river? That creator itself is not holy. So I am not saying any river is not holy. I say all rivers are holy. We do so many effort to make everything unholy. You notice that? We make lot of effort to make everything unholy so that one thing can be holy. So many mountains, so many rivers, so many trees, so many animals, so many places. In divine creation, everything is holy. It's we, through our smallness, we separate everything from each other. We make something holy, something is not holy. And what are the achievements? After few thousand years of our spiritual and religious practices, what we achieved? We made everything is unholy, made one or two holy. Isn't it? It could be opposite. 2000 years back, only one tree was holy. Now, after 2000 years of meditation and all the spiritual practices, we made so many trees are holy. Few thousand years back, one mountain was holy. After worshipping for few thousand, for few thousand years, now we have realized all the mountains are holy. Then we can recognize all these practices are very helpful because it's helped us to recognize more holy in life, more divine in life. Instead of we still stick with once upon a time this was holy, still only this is holy. That means we got stuck for few thousand years. We didn't evolve further. Our spiritual practices not meant to make unholy, is meant to make it more holy. Whatever you touch, and touch it as holy, as divine. Whoever you meet, approach them as divine. No matter which river you swim, swim as a holy river. No matter which mountain you climb it as a holy mountain. No matter which building you go, approach it as temple. No matter who you meet them as sacred. Suddenly you will realize God is not a concept. God is not hidden above the mountain or behind the sky, cloud, but it's become your reality. Our spiritual practice must bring this reality, this divine reality. Otherwise, we are too exotic, too far away. That's why we keep on seeking and seeking and seeking, very few able to find it. And once you find, you realize there's no one is inside. When you realize yourself, when you meet yourself, you will realize that is no one is there which you can claim as you. That is a beautiful realization. That's what I got it. When I realized there's nothing is there which I can claim this is me. This so-called me is dissolved so that everything become me. This boundary between you and me, when this me is gone, the created you, which is my opposite, also gone. As long as I am there, you also there. Once I am dissolved, you also dissolved. You also not there. It is not like I am not there, I dissolved, my ego dissolved, and your ego is standing in front of me. It is not like that. Your ego is recognized by my ego. My ego is recognized by your ego. When my ego is vanished, and you also vanished in me. Absence of both you and me, just divine alone, just this moment alone, just this life alone exists. Life is so beautiful, and it's so simple yet complex. We tend to distance it too much, make it far away so that it's not reachable. Make it reachable. Bring this spiritual experience into daily life. The way you cook, the way you walk, where you sleep, where you take shower, where you work in the garden, where you drive the car, make everything as a spiritual practice. The way you talk with other people, let it be a chant. Let it be the glory of this life. We don't have to be exotic, isn't it? Hmm. So, spiritual name and normal name. Spiritual names are good, but be aware is the name of your new pattern. Do you understand? The name of your new identity, name of your new life. This newness is important. Without this newness, just name itself new. It's like you take the Volvo car, don't change anything, you just change the logo, put right Rolls Royce. It is not Rolls Royce. Or take the Volvo car, it's a old car. You just fix the new number plate. By changing the number plate new, doesn't mean the car is going to function properly. You have to fix the car, isn't it? You have to repair the car. Maybe this new car can have a new number. Not old car can have a new number. It's the same. It's not going to function anyhow. So, taking a spiritual name, many people ask spiritual name to me, and many people wait for many years. I wait for them to have a new pattern. I'm free from the old pattern. Otherwise, the new name is given to the same old pattern. And after some time, the person will ask me again, can you give you one more new name? So we will be busy in giving names. So rarely I give names. Mm. Beautiful. Proceed.
Dear Guruji, what importance has silence in spiritual growth?
Silence plays a lot of role in your spiritual life. Normally, we have a lot of mind chattering. So many things are going inside our mind. The difference between The people who is outside the mental hospital and inside the mental hospital is people who are inside the mental hospital speak everything out. Whatever is happening, the mind is chattering, they give words to it, they speak out. Outside the mental hospital, they limit this. They don't tell all the things what they are thinking. They tell very few things. One who is inside, they tell all the things out. This is the major difference. So, now what is this spiritual practice? The mauna. Mauna is beautiful. Means you are not giving words. You are not giving story. A formless thoughts. By giving words, you give the form to that words. You have some experience, you don't know what it is. Then I ask, how are you? I feel sad. Now you defined what you are feeling is sad. You take a lot of time to understand this feeling. You don't have many names. Yeah, sad, upset, angry, happy. You understand? Few names. So you surf within few names. Then you give a name. I feel sad. Then I ask, why you sad? That's a good question. Then again, you try to find a story. Maybe when I was 5, I was not happy. You want to find some reason. So you give a shape, the form to the formless. So many experiences you have no idea why you are going through that experiences. Because your knowledge about you is very limited. You know only your friends, family, partner, your education, your job, your wealth, your economy. But there are so much more. Your relationship with the earth, your relationship with the moon, your relationship with the different stars, your relationship with the natural world is so much more. The consciousness, so many things involved in your life, in your daily experiences. You may feel sad and frustrated. And you may say, I don't know why I feel sad. You may not recognize that fire in California make you feel sad. The wildfire in Australia make you feel sad. You don't recognize. But it is natural that you as a human species, when things are happening in this planet, you are affected. You are also harmed or enriched by that. War in Syria, can we separate us this war from us? Not possible. Because it's other part of me. The humans are other, no matter who it is, it's all that also me only. This humanity, a part of the humanity is in war, part of the humanity is in suffering. Then due to the wildfire, so many trees died. That also part of me. Due to the wildfire, so many animals died, burned to death. That also me. Ice is melting. That also me, part of me. is not feeling okay. The experience of this Mother Earth also mine. Everything. I'm not just this. I'm complete. My experiences involved, influenced by all what is happening to me. I can't say just my leg is in pain. I don't say my leg. No, I say, oh, I am in pain because my leg is paining. I am sad because part of me is not feeling okay. So, so many experience we have, but we don't know why. We don't know how to name it. We don't know how to recognize, because we recognize ourselves within a small limited frame. Me and my relationship, me and my job, me and my, you know, property, or me and my economy, me and my family, me and my sexuality. We limit ourselves very small. We don't see we are connected, related with everything as a whole. So we keep on speaking things, keep on giving words without understanding what I am talking about it. Even I don't have time to recognize the root of this feeling. Every feeling comes, every experience arises, I immediately interpret that experience through my limited knowledge about me. No matter what is happening, I don't recognize. I interpret through my limited identification of me and this life. Most of the time is not relevant. Most of the time is just blubbery. Here, mauna helps. Silence. When you bring silence in your life, you are not interpreting unnecessarily. Or we can say, you are not misinterpreting unnecessarily. You are not verbalizing unnecessarily. You are not forming unnecessarily. Because every time we give verbalize things, when we speak, you created the form already. You created the story. But when you are not verbalizing it, we still let it be as formless. As a cloud. You look at the cloud, it looks like a tiger. But you don't say it is tiger. Because by the time you say it is tiger, you want to look at it as tiger. But don't say it is tiger. Look at it and watch it. You see it is not tiger anymore, it has become cat. Then immediately don't say cat. You watch it, suddenly it become rat. Don't say it's rat, you watch it, it's become you. It dissolves and form and become formless, form become formless. Is keep on changing, keep on dissolving and evolving. We don't give space to this process in life. We constantly want to interpret it. Our mind keep on interpreting it. We need stories. So we can keep on talk about it. How I feel, how I feel, how I feel, what I think, what I think, what I think, how things are. Without knowing anything, we can keep on talk about it. Then we take lot of effort to meditate. Because whatever we are talking, who is listening first? It's you who are listening first. So you wanted some break from your own. So, in this way, Mauna is very helpful. Silence is the gift which belongs to you. When you want to give a gift, you can also gift silence as a gift to others. It's a greatest gift. Through that gift, they are also getting some space to understand what is happening to you. I am looking at this flower, and you are also looking at this flower. And this flower need to happen to you, this flower need to happen to me. But immediately I come to a conclusion. I am telling to you, see, this flower looks like a rabbit. The flower even didn't arise, bloomed inside of your heart. Already I am asking you to look at it as rabbit. There's no space in it. Sometime I used to ask people, give me little space so that I can understand it. I can feel it. I can recognize what is happening. Otherwise, I have to understand it through your words. Even this is not happening to me. Isn't it? So by giving silence as a gift, I'm allowing life to happen to this person. I'm allowing things to realize in this person. Do you understand? Otherwise, whatever I interpret only is happening to them. So it is important. Learning is good. I am not saying you should not speak. But Mauna is a very beautiful practice. Have some space inside. It's not meant to wind. I don't want to speak to others. Anyhow, no one understands me. So I keep it with myself. You are not keeping silent. You are speaking so loud in your mind. Better to speak. That is less effort. When you force yourself, I don't want to speak to others. Anyhow, no one understands. You are so loud. That means you are not in Mauna. Mauna is not just stopping speaking. Mauna is not also not acting. Otherwise, you are suppressing everything inside. You are not talking about it, but you are acting about it. You understand? You are holding inside. You say, I'm keeping quiet. But you are not keeping quiet. You are keeping yourself so loud. Mauna is that friction itself not there. I am not holding anything. In Mauna, in silence, you are not waiting to speak. Or you are not avoiding to speak. Or even you don't want to speak. This necessity to speak is not there. Necessity to interpret things, define. We want to define everything, we want to define it. Everything we want to interpret it. Every time we want to convince other person to look at the way I look at it. When this necessity is not there, I am not holding, I am not waiting, I am not, detaching myself. No. But this need is not arising. I'm allowing things to pass by. I'm allowing the clouds to dissolve on its own without interpreting, without giving form. In this way, my own experience also not getting form is become formless. Mauna is beautiful. Proceed.
Jai Gurudev, being on the spiritual path, how to free from old karma and how to not create new karma.
By not repeating the pattern. The karma is given, it keep on giving patterns to you. You repeat it. Same thing is repeating. If you observe your life, you are repeating certain patterns constantly. Nothing is new. One set of pattern you are repeating. Like playing cards. A set of cards, you shuffle it, you play it. No matter what you play, the cards are same. Same way, you have set of pattern and you are repeating that pattern. Every pattern has its own experiences, own karma, because own consequences. So spirituality, when you talk about spirituality, you are you are taking effort to not repeat the old pattern. If you find something new, try it. But avoiding to repeat the old pattern, because by the time you repeat the old pattern, the life also become old. Here what you do in the Sangha, you are not repeating your old pattern. Whether in your dress, your food, your music, whatever it is, you are not repeating the old pattern. So you feel something new. Here also, when you repeat the same old pattern, same old need, same old choices, same old desires, if you repeat the same thing, even there won't be any difference between here and what you left in the past. It will be the same. Then from here you have to go somewhere else to find something new. Every ashram is giving this new space where your past is not repeated. There's no any space to repeat your old patterns. In this way, you are also not allowing the old karma to repeat it, because an act, then consequence of that act. The old patterns are act. Consequence of that old pattern, that's an experience, the life experience which you go through. And you want free from the life experience, which comes out of your choices, your patterns. And when you come to places like ashram or any spiritual community, you are not allowing yourself to repeat the same old pattern. Same thing with a relationship also. You have one particular pattern, you repeat it. No matter whoever you meet, you repeat the same pattern. So the relationship also end up in the same way. Job also. People apply a pattern. In the beginning they work in certain way. After the job is confirmed, they work in different way. then they are got fired. They go to a new place. It's the same thing. There's a pattern. So, whatever we do, there's a pattern. The way we relate, way we approach, way we analyze, way we enjoy, way we desire, everything, there's a pattern. And people are changing, places are changing, objects are changing, but the pattern is not changing. We apply the same pattern. Whether you are in Sweden or you are in America, you apply the same pattern. Same way you approach the people or material. Same result comes back, because result is not belong to the people or object. Result is belongs to the pattern where you approach it. So, when you take a spiritual life, what you are doing is nothing but not repeating the old pattern, not giving the space to repeat the old approach. So, the newness arises. Otherwise, no matter where we go, no matter whom we meet, this newness is nothing but an opportunity to give a continuity to the old karma. Now I meet a new partner. Okay, now pattern number 1, first week like this, pattern number 2, second week like this, it goes. And then kaput. Then after that we meet another partner. Again we start the same pattern again. Or house, no matter what it is, or job or education. There's one set of pattern which we repeat. And when you are not happy, you have to see, you are not talking about you. When you say, I am not happy about my life, how to understand this? It means I am not happy about my patterns. I am not happy about my patterns which I am repeating, so the same result appears. You say, I want to find a new life, I want to find a spiritual life. Means what? I want to find a new patterns. Do you understand? You go to gym every day morning or you go to yoga every day morning. It's a new pattern, but you don't repeat the old pattern. So, I am not happy about my old pattern, and I want to find a set of patterns which I can practice, so that I can free from the consequence of the old pattern. You understand? It's so simple. In this way. So now read the question, please.
Being on the spiritual path, how to free from old karma and how to not create new karma.
Exactly. By repeating the old pattern, in a way, its old karma is repeated. So new consequences is a new karma. Don't repeat it. Beautiful, beautiful. Life is so beautiful, and you are still part of it. Your experience is very, very important. As an individual, how you respond to this world, how you understand this world, how you analyze this world, all these things create an experience inside of you. This experience is your contribution. Not how you look outside is your contribution. How you experience inside is your inner beauty. It's very, very important. Whatever you speak doesn't count. How you look doesn't count. All the act you are doing, you build hospitals, schools, temples, doesn't count. What counts is your inner experience. how much you are in peace, how much you are in freedom, how much you are in love, how much you are able to expand yourself. This experience is you. Not how many new mantras you know, how many new rituals you know, how many holy places you have been to, how much you can bend, how much you can breathe, how much you can hold on in one particular posture. That's not going to make you as spiritual. All those practices are meant to bring a inner experience. The goal of all the practice I respect, all the practices are good, but it's need to achieve that goal, this inner serenity, tranquility, inner peace. Unless this inner peace arises, all the practice are meaningless. Your inner experience is your contribution. This is what is going to be registered as you, as a reference of your life in this planet. So, develop this quality to live in peace, live in love, live in freedom, live in beauty. If you want to be in peace, give peace to others. Through your thoughts, words, and action, radiate peace. If you want to be free, give freedom to others. If you want to live in beauty, create beauty. Whatever you want, you give to others. You will be living in abundance. All my blessings.